Hello, second graders. It's me, Mrs. Arpin, here to share another fun lesson with you. There's a little clue behind my back. Before we get started, I wanted to thank everybody so much for the efforts you put into your bear drawings. I loved seeing all the special details that you added, ways you made it your own. I loved how some of you went to that other art projectsforkids.org to find other options, because after all, art is about doing what you like to do and being creative in ways that you like to be creative. Having said that, on this document that you just clicked to get this link, if you go to the very bottom, I did put that link for the art extras on there. They're all optional, but maybe you want to do something else this week. Maybe you want to be creative in your own way. Maybe you have access to some cool materials that you'd like to try. Please feel free to substitute what you'd like to substitute, as long as you're being creative throughout the week or during the week. That's just all I want, is for you to have some kind of creativity that you enjoy and that you can participate in while you're at home. However, if you'd like, you can also do this fun project that I'm about to show you. I have a very fun memory of going on a trip to Colorado with my family and a family that we were friends with. And we rented this big giant van, and we put all of our camping gear and all of our clothes and all of our stuff. And then on the way from Wisconsin to Colorado, we didn't have a DVD player in the car like my kids had, but we just had something to draw with, because that's how we could keep ourselves busy and not bother our parents while they were driving. So what we would do is we would go to our own space in the car and we would draw a store. So for example, maybe somebody made a hat store, or somebody made a skateboard store, or somebody made a dog store. I mean, the sky was the limit. You could make any kind of store you wanted, a shoe store. So we'd go off into like our spots in the van, and then we would draw our store kind of in secret, and then we would all come back together and we would pretend to shop at each other's stores. So it was really fun. It's a fun memory I have. If you don't have any brothers and sisters around that might want to shop at your store, certainly if you send me a picture, I will shop at your store. Maybe your grown-ups that you live with might be interested. You could send a picture to grandma or grandpa, whatever you're able to do from your home. I know it varies for everybody. I'm using a black marker so you can see it, because it's nice and dark. I did not add color, but for sure, if you have color at home, I mean, that'd be really cool. If you don't, a pencil is just fine. So let me show you what I mean by drawing a store. So behind me, I've started to create a store called Perfect Pets. You know how crazy I am about cats. I even have my shirt on today. So I made a clever title, Perfect Pets. That's where I started. And then even my sign I made in the bit of a shape of like little cat ears and whiskers. So that's where I started. Then I started thinking about, well, what would I need in my Perfect Pet store, which is only going to be for cats. Sorry, dog people. So I made some cats over here. My cats are cheap. They're $15. And I made Ned. This is Princess and Andrew, Mr., Panther Pete, Cheeks, and Rocky. I drew them all a little bit different, just so that they would be different. And then I thought that it would be fun to have a section in my store of cat clothes. So I drew a cowboy hat, a tutu, and a Yoda hat. Then I gave each of those a price. I also figured that my cats would need a place to sleep or to be cozy. So I have a fuzzy blanket and a fuzzy bed. The bed is $10. The blanket's $5. And then I made a pet food area. I think I still have room over here where maybe I could add something about leashes or other things that I mean, like a brush maybe for a cat. Who knows? Something that I might need for the cat to in order to have a cat at my house as a pet. You could make, if you have a scissors at home and extra paper, you could make little bits of money that you could pretend to use to buy things from the store. I mean, you can really let your imagination go with this to see what you might like to come up with. Car store, tractor store. That's the great thing about projects like this, is what you like to draw and what you're interested in, that can be what your store is about. You could have a castle store. You guys are great at drawing castles. Maybe you need to be selling castles on the real estate market. My husband, Mr. Arpin, Jay, made a store, and he's going to show you that now. So he made a soup store. Jay, what kind of soup do you have in your store?
We offer 6 delicious varieties of soup, including chicken noodle, beef vegetable, tomato, cream of mushroom, ABC alphabet, and clam chowder.
So he's got a whole bunch of soups on there that you could buy. So he made a soup store. You could make a macaroni and cheese store. The sky's the limit. Have fun with it, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. You're all so clever. It's going to be amazing. So I can't wait to see. I miss you all so much, and I wish we were in our classroom at Little Prairie. But for now, we're going to make this fun, and we're going to do some silly stuff, and you're making me think of all kinds of fun things I did when I was a kid. So thanks, you guys. Miss you. Bye.